Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Hello, hello, hello. I am a little early. Okay, I'm a little early this evening. Better early than late. We're going to go over some important things here. I'm going to do a little talk, and we're going to do a little something different, and then I'll let you guys ask some questions. I'm going to try to answer all the questions, but I think I'm going to answer a lot of them just my open statement. So we're going to get everybody a little time to get situated, get their favorite beverage. I have mine. Not my favorite beverage. It's all I have today. So salute everybody. Happy Halloween, trick or treat. Or if you don't celebrate, happy weekend. Halloween has always been a little tough for me because I lost my father on Halloween. But you move on, and my father wanted me to move on. And yeah, he died on Halloween. But for a while there, it was hard to celebrate it, particularly when I was younger. So anyhow, it's a nice weekend, good weather. I just want to, if you haven't hit the like button, it looks like some of you have, and I greatly appreciate. I want to open up, say I greatly appreciate all my subscribers. Again, I continue to say this on this channel. If it wasn't for you guys, there's no Sal Capano. And then yes or no, how's the view? I'm on the Wi-Fi here. Let me make sure the Wi-Fi is all set up. Just give me a yes. That yes, you can hear me, and yes, you can see me. I have one of these shirts on. Say hello to somebody. Tomorrow's another day. I'm going to give out some more real soon, probably on my next video. But if you like to get them, they're a low price. I'm going to have a members only. I have a members only that you can go ahead and buy. Subscribe to that, but you get a lot more than just a shirt and a hat. So I got some shirts I want to give away. I might give one, probably going to give out one on this live chat. I'm randomly going to just have everybody mention something, and I'll just pick one out random. All right, hopefully everybody's having a good evening. Kick back and enjoy an hour, and we're going to go over exactly what's happening in the Senate and the House, and what I'm hearing from my sources, my reliable source, and going forward with stimulus and the seniors, and $1,400 to seniors, and child tax credit. Let's see here who we have on. Okay, we have 6 on right now. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. We got Felicia in the house. How you doing, Felicia? Blessing. I greatly appreciate Felicia sticking around with me for all these, about a year now. So let me just make sure live chat is on. Yes, it looks good. Thank you, Felicia. Johnny's in the house. How you doing, Johnny? By the time we get employment, the stimulus, unemployment, PUA benefits will be no deal. So yeah, we're going to go over. Here's my opening statement here. And first of all, let's in the chat, let me know first of all before we go forward. Happy Saturday. Lisa's in the house. Let me know where you're from, where you're at tonight, and kick back, get with your favorite beverage, water, whatever you want. I'm having one of my son's Corona, his last one. Needed a beer tonight. Normally I don't drink too much beer, but okay. So I want to go over some things real quick. Remember, on this channel, I'm hoping, I want reprogramming everybody's mind to be successful. I mean, number one is our health, right? And that's number one, is your health. You don't have your health, you have anything. But I want to just start reprogramming our mind to be successful in whatever you're doing out there. If you're self-employed, you're working for somebody, and remember, you can do anything you want. So I want to make sure that going forward, that we're just going to all reprogram our mind to think positive. There's a lot of things we can't control, particularly what's happening right now in this big Build Back Better. Also, we're going to go over the proposal, and last minute, remember, they took some of this stuff out. We have a beautiful sunset behind me. I'm going to turn the camera here and just show you the sunset here. Let me switch the camera here. Oh, that's the house. Let's see if you can see this. I'm just gonna look at this sunset that's behind me here. Let's see here. Let's switch the camera. Look at this, guys. Just a beautiful sunset here. I don't know if you can see that. This is in Las Vegas. I'm about 3 miles from the strip, and this is my backyard. But look at this sunset. Let's just take in that beautiful sunset. Just absolutely beautiful this evening. There's a little cloud cover this evening, but anyhow, that's what I'm looking at behind me. That's going to get dark in a little bit, and I might have to put on some lights. But right now, it looks pretty good. Look at that. Just beautiful. Okay, so let's switch back and get situated here. So, once again, thank you for being with me on Sal's Power Hour. We're going to call it Sal's Power Hour for now. I want to go over also $1,400 stimulus going forward to 2022 for seniors. You might have heard me talk about on my previous videos of this Visa credit card for $800. I'm going to answer your questions in a second. Felicia says, see you next year for the swim. Absolutely. You guys come to Vegas and hop in the pool. Absolutely, Felicia. I mean that. Progressives, it sounds like to me, what I'm reading, maybe you guys are reading or you're hearing from other YouTube channels on the news, but I'm really reaching deep into this. Progressives on the Democrats, they want something in the middle, right? Because you have the seniors now that they're talking $1,400, and then you're talking the child tax credit, right? $300, $250, depending on your kids. There's nothing in the middle. So we're going to go over that. I'll answer some of your questions on that, what I'm hearing. Yes, $1,400 to bump it up. You're going to see some of these proposals that are out, and they're going to be put back in. Will unemployment be put back in? We just don't know. I know at this October 30th now, there's no unemployment at all or stimulus. But I personally feel that the progressives are talking about maybe just sending out a 14. And why a debit card? Why don't they just do a stimulus check? Because the Build Back Better is to stimulus our economy one last time, particularly through the holidays. So that's the stuff that I know what's happening right now and going forward to next week. Okay, so with that, let's kick back. I think I missed some questions here. See how you guys are doing. So save the children, mega, mega, mega again, Beasley says. Yes, so yeah, I mean, you know, my children are all growing up. So hopefully they can find a fine line right in the middle. And I want to make it clear to everybody, you know, I don't want to make this political, and there's people on here from both sides. And welcome to my Facebook. I have some Facebook group that might be on here. Let's try not to point fingers on either side. Let's respect everybody on here as far as the, you know, being on one side or the other. Me, I'm right down the middle. I've been very hard on President Biden, but I was also hard on Trump. With that said, let's have fun, kick back, and enjoy an hour here. All right. And if you're new, if you haven't hit the like button, now's the time to hit the like button. And if you're new coming across this live video and something you might want to hear going forward, well, it's free. Hit the subscribe and join our channel and become part of our family. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so we have about 9 on, and I was early. Early's better than late. I'm trying to slow down the chat a little bit. Okay. Hopefully you're enjoying your evening, your Halloween weekend. And I'm here to answer any questions. So go ahead and ask any questions you might. If you haven't, I don't know, maybe you were on POA, you're one of those states that opt out. Let me know what's happening in your neck of the woods. How's everything looking as far as lawsuits? Have you gotten back paid from POA or unemployment? How's things going with that? Imagine if they do not put in stimulus and no unemployment extensions, how many folks are struggling. I know it doesn't make sense. I'm glad you brought that up, Ioma. You know, I think most of us are saying we don't want a big spending bill and inflation and all that, but if they're going to do this big bill, I continue to say this on our channel, then it would be crazy just to put in a child tax credit and a little bit of money for seniors. And you know, if they're going to be doing a 1.75 trillion, that's what's happening right now. Steven's in the house. Everybody say hello to Steven. Steven's a long-time subscriber, so wasn't for Steven and Felicia and all of you. Kathleen's in the house. She says hello to everybody. How you doing, Kathleen? You know, if they're going to be doing a big bill like that, you know, might as well do a stimulus. Facts Live. Sal, I'm a big fan, brother. I play out in Phoenix. I'm a football player. I'm in football player. We'll be signing with the Cardinals soon. Tickets on me, brother. Hey, I greatly appreciate that, Facts. That would mean a lot. Hopefully my Eagles will be over there. I've been to Phoenix a couple times when they were in that division. Greatly appreciate you. That's really nice of you. I'll keep that in mind, man. I almost said Democrats will lose the House and the Senate in 2022 if the rate they have at the House and the Senate bills and they can't work out to get together, American people. Absolutely. Kathleen says, great channel. Enjoy watching every day. Kathleen, I appreciate you so much. Kathleen, loyal subscriber. Kathleen, I greatly appreciate all of you. Yeah, let's go back to that question for Ioma. What I was saying is it'd be horrible. I don't know how the Democrats would, this is like once in a lifetime they have everything, right? And not to put in some kind of a stimulus for everybody. See, I personally think this is going to be it, right? Because I'm thinking positive. Everything is starting to open up, and I believe the numbers are going down and all. But wouldn't it be great just to give us one last lift, even if it was stimulus into the holiday, to we can go ahead and pay our rent or a mortgage a month ahead, or some of you might be behind, right? So yeah, it would be great for the Democrats if they were smart. And Beasley says, absolutely, I watch you every day. Greatly appreciate, Beasley. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. It's my pleasure. I enjoy reporting the news and unemployment and stimulus and other things going forward. 450,000 per person for illegal immigrants. Yeah, I don't get that. I think it's a shot at Trump. It's politics, people. I'm trying to be right down the middle, but it's a shot back at Trump. I still don't understand the whole illegal stuff. I'm reading a little bit about it. It was the kids, and they traveled over and they took away their kids, and they have to give money to the families. But how about us, the people that are struggling? And let me remind everybody, this was, I hear me say this all the time, was a pandemic. Nobody asked for this. We're not a lazy nation. We're not asking for checks every month, right? Or unemployment. We're just asking for a little help going forward. And not everybody's fortunate to go back to their same job. Tax rate, let's go back to that message here. Okay, so yeah, Ioma says tax rate middle class to go up 8 to 15% projected. Absolutely, that's correct. These bills passed are currently, so where is the help for us? And then, so we got Rick here, 450,000. I see I missed that. It's a good one here. So Mr. Rick says 450,000 and we can't get $1,200. I know, the policy follows up with that, Rick. The policy that separates the families was from Clinton era. Yeah, I mean, I just can't. Why can't we get this right? How do they put their heads on the pillows saying, hey, this was a pandemic. We gave out $1,400. Let's give it a little bit more lift. I understand the unemployment part maybe a little bit. But how about a stimulus check? How about money for people who didn't stop working? Those people at Target and Walmart and McDonald's, they never closed down. I mean, fair is fair. How about giving them something, right? Think about that for 1 second. All right. Let's go back to the live chat. Once again, we're live here. As Rick says, the policy that separates the families. Yeah. So we're live here. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, don't be shy. Hit the subscribe and the bell notification. I'll let you know when I'm coming on. And if it's some interest to you or a family member, I reach deep down and get the facts, and I try to make it as much entertainment I could and a little bit of time. There's a lot of stuff on these videos that I can go on for 15, 20 minutes, but I know you guys want to jump around and hit other YouTube channels. We've got other things to do. So I try to keep my videos, no more than 10 minutes. But yeah, hit the subscribe. If you have, let's get 100 likes tonight. Wouldn't that be great? Let's get 100 likes tonight and break this wide open as it helps our channel out. All right, so with that said, let's go back to the next question. So Ioma says, in California, Newsom said $1,000 to teachers who worked during the pandemic. Then he denied it in September of this year. Unbelievable. But I got to tell you, though, I'm not a fan of Newsom, but at least he's giving out. By the way, if you live in California, I'm hearing another $600 stimulus is coming your way, direct deposit from them to your bank. Beasley family, okay, says, hold the loan, folks. The best is yet to come. It's happening. Is it happening or not? Yeah, so, right now, on October 30th, what's happening is there's no stimulus check. But they're talking if you watched my video a couple of days ago, I think it was Thursday, there's an $800 debit card that's going to go to seniors. They don't clarify what seniors mean. I'm 55. Am I a senior? But what I'm hearing, they might just go ahead and piggyback, and now they're upping it to $1,400. It was supposed to be for dental and vision, but what I'm hearing, stay with me. Wow, we got 13 likes. They want to go ahead and you use that money for anything you want, okay? So Mr. Rick says he promised that to survive the recall. Yeah, it's crazy. Where's all these promises at? But there's word out that they might just forget the debit card and just send a direct deposit like they've done in the Trump administration and what Biden did last time from the IRS to your bank account. Wouldn't that be the fair thing? So I'm hearing that number 14. I don't know if it's good news. It is clarifying seniors, but they're not saying how old. Yes, Beasley says, hit the like button, y'all. Yes, I greatly appreciate the hit the like button. It helps our family. Yeah, continue to hit the like button. And as it continues to help our channel grow. All right, I think I'm at, we hit 1,000 subscribers a couple months ago. We're already over, I think, 1,200 subscribers. That's great. It really is. So, but I want to change gears here, but I want everybody to start thinking positive. I mean, there's so much we can control, but on your business, wake up in the morning. We all have bad days, but let's think positive, that good things are going to happen for your business or your place of work, right? If you do that, I'm telling you, people, you will just climb from there. I've been in business now for almost 28 years. Yes, I have some downs. You want some downs, but think positive and just stay focused and good things will happen. Felicia says, he said he would take the care of the American people and we have not seen those checks yet. Felicia, you're exactly right. Let's stay positive, Felicia says. Absolutely. We got to stay positive. Yeah, his promise is, Ioma says he follows up with, these bills, hold on. Slow down the chat here for a second. Will these bills address homeless? I know homeless is just, I don't know. Homeless, I'm seeing more people on the streets here in Vegas. It's awful. I was just in California a couple of days ago, and even in Anaheim it was bad. But yeah, let's go back to the promises that Felicia said. He did say, I remember, he did, on his defense, he didn't say unemployment continue, but he did say, President Biden, that we will continue with multiple stimulus. I should put that on the video. I have that taped. Multiple stimulus. And we got one for 14. But a lot of these presidents come in and they lie. But in this pandemic, you would have thought he would held true. But let's see. Hopefully he'll prove me wrong and a lot of us wrong. Maybe I'll come on here next week and say, yes, wasn't unemployment, but stimulus. Speaking of unemployment, I'm hearing that they are working on a program, possible, go back to live chat here. All right, possible, looking in the camera, that they're, I think it was Senator Weldon and Senator Brown and also AOC, if you're not going to put this unemployment in, to have a unemployment. Remember, PUA is we never heard of PUA. Nobody self-employed ever got any unemployment, right? Unless you paid into it. I would say what? 95% of us never, if you're self-employed. Let me know, yes or no, in the chat, who's unemployment? Who is unemployment? Who is self-employed on here? Just go ahead and say, yes, I'm self-employed. What I want to say is there was no self-employed unemployment, PUA, right? So they're talking about, not in this plan, but having a unemployment system for PUA. They might not call PUA. So if in event a pandemic happens or something like that happens, there'll be money for self-employed people. All right, it won't be for, your business is slow or anything, but if you get sick or something in the terms of that, wouldn't that be great? Again, AOC, there's a lot of things I disapprove, but I'm down the middle. But you gotta props up to her that she's at least keeping the word unemployment in PUA. I give her 2 thumbs up for that, right? All right, so did I miss a question here? Ioma says, let's see, if we did not support so many foreign countries financially, we could easily, and the message just goes away. Here it is. If we did not support so many foreign countries financially, we could easily address homeless and other needs that have been avoided. Well said. Well said. Abbott's for life. Could you imagine if Trump said he wanted to give anyone $450,000 for each to anyone? That went so quick. That's a good one too. Okay, so Abbott's for Life says, could you imagine if Trump said he wanted to give anyone 450,000 each to anyone? Heads would be rolling. I know, just like this. Yeah, well said. You guys are so 100% with it. Yes, salute to that. Absolutely. Yep, I try not to make this political, but that is the truth. And truth is the truth. All right. But yeah, I think they need an unemployment program. Not even for a pandemic, but maybe they need something for a business, and you show proof that your business went down due to, whatever. It would be great to have. Ioma says, are you concerned about the 2022 elections and their intelligence? It went so fast. I am concerned. I think it said the election and fraud and all that stuff. I am very concerned of that. Hopefully, we can find the right system, Ioma, and have the perfect, fair. It should be fair. I am for people to vote at home if they're disabled, right? And that kind of stuff. Hopefully I answered that question. It got cut off. But I think everybody should be able to go out and vote. Let me tell you, I'm going to bring this up since you brought that up, Ioma. I guess I can bring this up. He wouldn't get upset. And Rick says, Mr. Rick says, very look what they just did in Virginia, where I am from. False flag. My stepson, I raised him. My son, he voted this year. He's a registered. He's Republican. He voted for. My family's all mixed up. Again, it's not political. And he voted for Trump, but his last name was wrong when he did it. It was some problems when he went to do it, and his vote thought it count. All right. Scott's honor, hand to God. When he 2 days later or 3 days later, stay with me, he got a letter in the mail saying his vote did not count. It wasn't registered for Trump. It was registered to be Democrat. And he got it sorted out. He had to go on the website. It took him a day or two, but this wasn't not fake news. This is real news. This happened to him. I think at the end of the day, his vote did count. But yes, this stuff really does happen. Richard, we got another Richard in the house. How you doing, buddy? Richard, loyal subscriber. I greatly appreciate you, man. I'm glad you made it to you on Sal. It's starting to get dark. A few minutes, I'm going to get up and put some light on, but I think you guys can still see me. I'm having a beer here, relaxing, and hopefully you're kicking back and relaxing with your favorite beverage, or just enjoy yourself for the next 40 minutes and get away from, the kids or the news a little bit, and I can ensure you bring you up to date what's happening. Yeah, it is a mess right now, but yes, Rick, thumbs up, yes. So we got 16 likes. I greatly appreciate you, Rick. Rick's another loyal subscriber. I greatly appreciate you too. Thumbs up to everybody, he says. Yep, thumbs up. Rick says thumbs up to the whole chat room. We got 16 likes. I'd like to get it to 50. Felicia says thumbs up back to you, Rick. Absolutely. Kick back, enjoy yourself, and have a cigar if you like cigars, or just relax a little bit. How's the view? View still okay? Is it getting too dark? Let me know when you need some lights, and I'll turn some light on. What else is going on with everybody? Yeah, I was answering a question. So where's everybody from? Let me know where you're at, or let me know where you're at tonight. Where's everybody at? Where are you at tonight, chilling on this beautiful Saturday evening we have here in Las Vegas? Richard S says, hopefully Pelosi $200 million park thing gets down out. Yeah, is that amazing, Richard? If you missed one of my videos, or maybe you heard it in other channels, I forget the exact number. Felicia's in Jacksonville, Florida. All right, Jacksonville. And April's in the house from Chicago. Richard says, home in PA. PA, but Rich, I forget, were you an Eagles fan? Doesn't matter, or a Steelers fan. Yes, let's see where everybody's at in the chat room tonight. And if you haven't, again, if you're coming across this, don't be shy, and you're saying, wait a minute, what's this guy talking about? He's live talking. Hit the subscribe button. CR Laws in Pennsylvania. Richard says, more so Eagles. All right, good to hear. Yeah, I went to see the Eagles lose against the Raiders. I went right in the black hole. I had my Eagles gear on. What do you want from me? I support my team. Jacksonville. Felicia, are you a Jacksonville? Man, Jacksonville's not looking good as far as football goes. How's the weather in Jacksonville this evening, Felicia? Is it, I mean, in Vegas, this is why we live here, the month of October and November. I say it's about 72 degrees. You've seen this, if you missed the sunset, I only had one beer earlier. It was amazing. Our law says they are competitive. It's getting cold, Felicia, in Jacksonville. Felicia says it's getting a little cold, or it's getting cold in Jacksonville. Let me ask you this. What do you think? I'm going to ask the audience on a 1 to 5, 5 being high. Do you 1 to 5 on stimulus check? Do you think at the last minute they'll throw in a stimulus check? And April says Chicago's about 50 degrees. So you could still sit outside, April, if you wanted to. Not too bad. For this time of the year, April, how 50 degrees is bad. I flew to Chicago to watch the Eagles game a couple of years ago over to Green Bay. And 5. All right, that's what I want to hear. 5 on the stimulus at the last minute. And I thought I lost my toe. I left here on the 7th, like it is today, flew into Milwaukee over to Chicago, 0. I thought my toe, I was going bar hopping. I said, I don't think I have a toe left. I was too cheap to get a taxi. There was no Uber or Lyft. The football team here sucks. Yeah, the coach, Urban Myers, I don't think he's the answer. But maybe they'll build up and they'll do well. Early 22, February or March, our laws goes, okay? See, Richard says around 50 and off on rain in Pennsylvania. April's laughing, I bet. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your weekend. I was going to say if you see, hey, what's this live stuff? Hey, if you want to come across, you want to get some good unemployment or stimulus, and hit the subscribe button now. It doesn't cost anything, and we have a good time on this channel. Hopefully everybody's kicking back, enjoying your favorite beverage or tea or coffee or water. You sound like a cocktail waitress. I'm going to get up. Come right back. I'm going to turn the light on because it is getting a little dark, and we're going to go on for another 30-35 minutes, so I'll be right back. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, a lot better. All right, so let's see who else is on the chat here. Did I miss anybody? Hopefully I got all the questions. April's last question. Yep, laughing out loud, I bet. Let's see how many people are on. It shows we have 17 likes. That's great. That's great. Hopefully, I changed it. We were on Friday night, and I did Saturday a couple of weeks ago. I think it was last week or the week before. I think it was last week. So let me know in the chat room what night's good for you. Either night's good for me. Maybe the middle of the week might be better. So Richard says hopefully they do support the stimulus check of $2,000 for the people. Felicia loves this shirt. Okay, Felicia, you got a shirt, right? That's right. I remember sending you one out. Yeah, the shirts came out nice. I ordered some more. I got some hats. I'm also ordering some coffee mugs on there. So, Felicia, I might have on the coffee cups. I might surprise you. I might have blessing. That's important. I might put that on there. And then stay positive on the other side. Or maybe new shirts to stay positive. Because that's what we're about on here going forward. Is to wake up and be positive with all these little problems that we have in our life. Just stay focused and positive. Felicia says, yes, blessing. Yeah, I'm going to do it, Felicia. I'm going to call the girl up Monday or Tuesday and get some coffee cups, a few coffee cups, and see how they come out. And have blessing on there. That'd be nice. Does that sound good to everybody? Blessings, and stay positive on the other side while you're having your cup of coffee or tea. We got 18 likes. That's great. All right. Any other questions here? What else is going on tonight? Let's see. We have. It's perfect this time of the year if you love sports. You got every sports on. College football, NFL tomorrow, basketball. Felicia says yes. It sounds good. All right, Felicia. Yeah, I'm gonna get the cups. I'm gonna have the green logo on the side, just like the green here. Maybe a black coffee mug or a white. We'll see. Maybe I'll get both. And I noticed some coffee mugs where when you put the coffee in it and it heats up, then you can see the wording on it, blessing, and this. So that would be cool. We'll see. I'll get those ordered. See if she can work that out for us. That'd be great. And I'll give out some. And I'll have some for sale, low prices, but I'll give out a lot. Okay, so yeah, if you haven't hit the like button, now's the time. 18 likes, that's great. Help the channel out going forward. And anything you want to talk about, we're talking about stimulus, unemployment, but anything else you might want to talk about, if I can answer. Richard says try doing 1 week Friday, okay, and then 1 week on Saturday for Sal's Power Hour. That sounds good. We'll alternate it. I like that, Richard. We'll do a Friday and a Saturday. So that means next week we'll go Friday, okay? If there's no hiccups in my schedule, we'll be Friday at 6 p.m. I like that. We'll alternate it and see. Hopefully we can get more and more people on this live. And then maybe I'll even switch up, do one during the middle of the week, okay? But yeah, anything else that's on your mind that you want to talk about or ask me, or I think I answered most of the questions as far as the stimulus or unemployment goes. What else did I wanted to talk about? Yeah, I wanted to follow up with the senior care. You know, that it's so funny because Bernie Sanders was in charge of this whole Build Back Better, right, or human infrastructure. And it's amazing how his free Medicare for all didn't go through. Then it went from all to 60, and that just fell apart. You almost feel sorry for the guy. The guy's supposed to be in charge. Felicia likes that. And only thing that's going to go in is a possible $800 dental or stimulus to people do what they want, or maybe 14, and nothing else. So I have a feeling, though. I have a feeling, my gut feeling, next week, the progressives are going to say, wait a minute, let's put some of these smaller proposals in. It might not be what we want to hear as far as unemployment, but I have a feeling it might be something. I don't know. It might be something for all of us. Wouldn't that be great? And I believe in you. If you watched my video earlier, I think the delay is good. April agrees. Yes, me too. I really do. I think we need a delay on this because it was going too fast, and they haven't even read all these pages. AOC says, I believe her. She says, I haven't read it all. Why can't we read it? The representatives I'm referring to. You know, they need to read this over and take their time, because in all likelihood, this is it as far as stimulus, right? Beasley says, yes, me too. Yes, I think at the last minute, some of these proposals, remember you heard all kinds of proposals. Remember it was monthly stimulus. I don't think that's going to go through. That'd be great. There was other things in there for, there was a bunch of stuff in there that we were trying to put in, and they were taking and shrinking the bill down. But I have a feeling that they're going to put some of these proposals back in. I know this. The healthcare system is really messed up. Most of us, I think the average person for healthcare is paying an average of $500 a month for a husband and wife, and families even more. Richard says, from the way they're taking their, hold on, Rich, we'll get back to that, Richard. Sorry. Whoops, where did it go? Get back to Richard's message. From the way they're going to do Bernie Sanders' part in the next one in 2022 before the midterm. Was that what you heard? Yeah, if there's a next one, though. I mean, they're having trouble getting this one, but that would be great. You know, again, Bernie Sanders, this is his last hurrah in politics, right? He's not getting any younger. It's amazing, because that's what he was fighting for. Remember when he was running for president, he wanted to make it comfortable in our healthcare system, which is screwed up, by the way. It's been screwed up for a very long time. And nobody's really, including Trump and all the presidents, I'm being down the middle, haven't done much for it. It's a lot of money we have to spend on healthcare. The Obamacare is only as good as you use it. If you're somebody, you know, who doesn't go to the hospital, then Obamacare might be okay and keeps your premium down. But God forbid, in the event something happens, Obamacare is no good. All of a sudden now you have a lien on your house and you have hospital bills. Something has to be done on healthcare to make the doctors happy, to make us happy, and the insurance companies happy. Correct? Beasley family says purple power, multiple MSC. Smash the like buttons. Yeah, smash that like button. Let's go. We have 20 likes. Let's go ahead and smash that like button, and let's get up to, I was saying 100. I'll take 50 tonight. It really helps. It just sends this algorithm to YouTube, and that's what it goes by, and then it shows, oh, this channel is hot, it's doing well, and we get more subscribers, and we can keep going with this. Richard says, well, that's why Joe Manchin wants to wait 6 months so they have something to gain, support Democrats, support the Democrats in the midterms. Yes, absolutely. But yes, the like button sends to YouTube and says, wow, this live video, these videos is doing really well. And then it continue to show up more to people, and then we can continue to grow And I got big plans on this channel once we get even more subscribers. So I continue to say, Mr. Beast, move over. But yeah, that's right, Richard. That's a good point. Yeah, so we're going to be live for another 25 minutes. I really enjoy doing this, the live video. I really enjoy reporting the news and what's going on in the world. It's my pleasure. There is a little work that goes into it. You know, it's not just watching the news channel. I'm going into certain sites and making sure it's not fake news or fake sites and try to get accurate information. I also have a lot of people I know, senators here in Vegas and Nevada, that I get some information that they give me. So it means a lot to me, you know, when you guys can share the video. It really helps us out. So let's go here. So our laws bandit says, Joe Manchin states economy is primarily fossil fuel. He can't support this bill and would destroy his state. Yeah, this fossil fuel. You know, I tell you, if you want to get a good stock right now, and electric cars right now. You know, my daughter had her car total, our Mustang. She's fine. And there's no Mustangs even allowed. There was one Mustang that was out of her price range. We're heading to fossil fuel. I'm telling you. And that's what this whole agenda was. And that's why President Biden is pushing for all this, because he knows this is once in a lifetime. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. I still like, I know gas is going way up. I still like to hear the engine rumble and stuff like that. Richard says, how's the wife doing? She's feeling a lot better. Yes, she's doing really well. Thanks, Richard. I greatly appreciate it. Felicia says, say hello to your wife and family. Let's go back to Felicia. Sorry, I came quick. Felicia says, hello to your wife and family. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm out. Good night, everyone. Felicia, thanks for tuning in. Thank you for a loyal subscriber. Have a blessed weekend and take care in Jacksonville. She's doing fine. Thank you, Felicia. Let's go on to the next. Our law says, good night, Felicia. John's in the house. I prefer gas. Yeah. You know, I was looking at a Mustang to buy, and I decided to keep my Jeep. But anyhow, they have buttons on there to make it rumble and be loud, not to show off, so the people can hear the car coming. Is that where we're going? Am I just getting old? We're going a little too quick on a lot of things. I mean, I like this, meaning YouTube Live and Facebook, and how about Facebook changing their name and all these other things. But I don't like when you go to a movie theater and everybody's texting on their phone. It's like we're just moving so fast with all this fossil fuel and green energy. And by the way, it's not that I certainly something's happened with the weather. But what? All right, I got my wife said be down the middle. Okay, weather's changing a little bit. When I was younger, it snowed a lot in New Jersey, and a couple of years didn't. Let's say there is something going on with climate change. But what do we do about it right now? So I don't know. You guys tell me. April's in the house. Will you be on tomorrow, and what time? I will be doing a video tomorrow, not live. I will be watching I'll be watching my football games, my Eagles and other. I have fantasy football. I'm like a kid. But I will make a video probably in the mid-afternoon, and I'll put it on. There is some information developing that April, I don't like to try to crowd it all in one video and make it 15, 20 minutes long. So yes, I will be on tomorrow and have a video on. John says the sun is changing to nothing we can do about it. Yeah, John, I mean, I have a big family, and my uncle says there is something going on. He's a conservative, by the way. He says there's definitely something going on, but he says, what can we do about it, and how much do we? So, you know, there might be something going on. I'm not saying yes, you're welcome, April. But, you know, what do we do about it? Richard says the only thing I don't like is you have a choice. Let's go back. Sorry about that, Richard. Richard said the only thing I don't like is you should have a choice of what you want. Gas, electric. You shouldn't be pressed into changing. Well said, period. You should have a choice. Electric? My son, Dad, when I can afford electric, what the hell is that? I'm off. Then electric. You should have a choice. Just, you know, a choice is what we want, right? And most things in life. Who knows? I might change my mind and say, I like the electric. But yes, that's so well said. A choice. But all the climate change, yes, something might need to be done, but how much do we spend? And we need to find out more about it, in my opinion. All right, let's go back to the chat. So yes, April, yes, I will be on. Yes, I'll be doing a video tomorrow. Some developing information. I'll be talking more about, just a sneak preview on the possible $1,400 for seniors. I want to get the age on that. Is it going to be 65? Is it going to be 62? I'm referring to the senior stimulus checks they're calling. That came in after my video today. Will it be a debit card? Will it be for everyone? I don't know why. I have a feeling they might just turn around and say, let's make it for everybody under that 150,000. I don't want to start rumors. This is not in writing. What is in writing is seniors, but I think they just might say, what do we clarify seniors? I can go to the movies now and get a senior citizen discount. On my Sprint, on my T-Mobile, I can get a discount. So they need to clarify what is the senior on this. And April says, when is Biden coming back? I think next week. Yes, he met with the Pope. He was with the Pope. I don't know what he was doing tonight, April, but I think middle of next week he should be back. And I think that's probably where they're going to get crunch time. I have this gut feeling by the end of next week, one way or another, this is probably going to hit in passing. It might be a random Saturday. You know how they've done it last time, so we'll see. But yeah, April, I think next week he should be back. He met the Pope. He is Catholic, and that's nice. You know, he got to meet the Pope. But I said on my previous video, I think he wanted his pass so he can sell it to the Pope, because the Pope, with all due respect, I'm a Catholic. Pope wants his climate change stuff too. But not that I agree on everything. I got to be careful with my mom, and I agree with what the Pope says. Okay, so then Richard says they should have started the process with climate change 20 years ago. And I missed the rest of that, but I think it said what I wanted. They should have started a process with climate change 20 years ago, not trying to do it all at one time. Richard, you're right on spot again. Clap to Richard. Props to you. Well said. That's right. Ioma says, hey, Sal, I got to ask, how do you do in the summer in Vegas at 115? All right, good question. So, so how do I do it at 115? By the way, the 115 is probably 2 weeks in July. It's not in June. You might get a day of it in June. So let's say 2 weeks in July. It's normally not 2 weeks in a row. It's like 3 days, 115, and dips down to 108. And believe me, at 108, it's a difference. But here's what I do. I go to the Mount Charleston. Where's that at, Sal? It's about an hour from Vegas. It's about 30 degrees cooler. I go camping. You'll see me in my camping videos. Or I go to California, but it's just so crowded. But I go to the mountains, cool off. I go in my pool that's behind me, and we do the best we can. And in August, it's monsoon season. So it drops down to like 105, and the humidity goes up to 40%. I like that. I'm from back east. I'd rather have it drop. How do you do it? I get cranky sometimes. You got to be careful in traffic. But we live here because of the state tax and the weather that I'm having tonight. We all have tonight. And in November. And you can sit outside with a little fireplace. And even in December, it doesn't get too cold. But that's how I do it at 115. I think that was from, I forget who was from already. Iomi, yeah, that's how we do it. John says, what's up, Big Sal? John's in the house. Everybody say hello to John, loyal subscriber. Felicia says he lives in the pool. Yes. If you didn't see my live video, it was kind of funny. You don't have to watch the whole thing. It was kind of, but a loyal subscriber, Mr. A, who's not on here tonight, he got me on YouTube. He says, I want you, when you hit 1,000 subscribers, jump in your pool. And I jumped in my pool. I was so excited for all of us. I really mean that. But I did. I live in the pool, or I live in the mountains, Felicia, or I go to California to the beach, or Puerto Rico, where my wife's from. So Becky says, hello, everyone. Becky's in the house. Hello, Becky. Becky's in the house. Felicia's in the house. John's in the house. All my loyal subscribers in the house tonight. High five to you guys. I greatly appreciate it once again. If it wasn't for you guys. Felicia said, hello, John. Yes, we got John, Felicia, Becky. Ioma's in the house. April's in the house. All my loyal subscribers are in the house. Again, my loyal subscribers, all my subscribers, I'm not going anywhere. So, again, I just enjoy reporting the news. I just, during the pandemic, I just said, Mr. A, who's not on here tonight, got me started. Adrian's his name. He says, why don't you do a YouTube channel? Sal, you don't shut up. You do his talk. He didn't say it like that, but he says, I train him. He goes, you have the voice for it, and you know you're getting all this information on it. By the way, real quickly, as we got about 15 minutes left, I actually was part of getting the PUA implemented in Nevada. I went to Governor Sisolak, met with not him, but the chief of staff, and I said, where's the PUA? Why are these other states getting it? Even Puerto Rico got it before we did. So I was kind of part of that, and that's when Mr. A. Adrian says, go ahead and do a YouTube channel. And I have 4 subscribers, 10 subscribers, and the rest is history, right? And let's go back to Mr. John says, hello, people, having a good cigar on live with Sal. He's the best. Thank you for those kind words, John. Yes, no cigar for me. After the video, a cigar. I see some people do live videos with a cigar in their mouth, and then YouTube, I think they didn't flag it. It's only a cigar, but they didn't get the, we get a few bucks for the video. The ads didn't get on, so I always, but I see a lot of YouTubers on live doing their favorite beverage, so I'm doing a beer. John, enjoy that cigar. What are you smoking, John? I don't know where Mr. Rick's at. Rick's a loyal subscriber. I know he smokes cigars. Yes, a good fine cigar. I like them. Relaxes me, and it makes me think, and I can develop the news for you guys. So my wife doesn't like them. All right, what we got next? I missed anything? Ioma says, do you think the politicians will do anything with 3 weeks up till Thanksgiving? You would hope so. You would hope so. You would hope that whether you support the president or not, you would hope that they would say Thanksgiving, what it means. You would hope something, right? Ioma. April says, I put green in my cigars. I put green in my cigar. Ah, love it. I love it. Love it, April. Lauren's in the house. We say, hello, Lauren, with a big smile on her face. Lauren says, do you think we will get an extension to POA? As of today, on Halloween weekend, I would say, I don't know. I mean that. Anything's possible, Lauren, at the end of this. If you missed it earlier, a proposal can come in any minute. I don't know if it'll be an extension. I think what they might be, sorry, everybody, she just came on, Lauren. They might be a program for POA that we never had before. And when Trump implemented it, when this pandemic happened, there might be some kind of funding going forward for self-employed people, where if you get sick, we don't want to get sick, there might be some. But an extension, I would say, on a 1 to 10, probably a lower 2, we're not. All right, I think I missed John's message, and some news just broke in here. Okay, so Big Sal, what's going on with my child tax credit? They said it is in the mail. I always get my check. Yeah, I'll have to ask my neighbor, because I think he just got his. You're very welcome, Lauren. I think he just got his. John, I would think next week. John, refresh my memory. You were getting direct deposit, and then they start mailing them to you, but I'll have to ask my neighbor and see if he got his, because he has kids. I would say next week. What is it, the 30th? Yeah, well, like what, 10 days, 12 days late, John. So, and also buy the child tax credit. Remember, you're going to continue to get it for November, December, John. Anybody who's getting child tax credit, it's alive. It is alive until December, and there's a 90% chance it's in this bill and going forward. But there's some criteria. There's my hands as an Italian going forward. If my mom was watching, put those hands down. Going forward, there's going to be some. You might have to work, and you can't make more than a certain amount. Again, they don't even know what's in this bill. But going forward, there might be some criteria in that child tax credit. All right, so we have John. John Heyman says, sign up for informed delivery through the post office. You can see what's coming in the next mail the next day. There you go, John. Good advice. High five to you. Pound. High five. Good advice. That's right. I think my stepdaughter has that. Becky says, gotta love snail mail. Love it. And John Francis, we'll go back to John. We got 2 Johns on here, so hopefully you don't mind me your last name. John Francis says, no, I get a check. I called, they said they mailed it a check. Yes, John, just check the tracking on the mail. I would say real soon, buddy. If it's coming, it's coming. I'm hearing good stuff about that. They're finally getting that stuff situated. I know a lot of people didn't get any child tax credit. Hopefully, and by the way, hit the like button if you haven't. Hopefully you're receiving it by mail or direct deposit. See if I missed anything. John, go back to John. Richard says, from what I read so far, these are going either to stimulus checks or unemployment, not both. So one or the other should do both. I think they should do both. I get criticized. There's some spam on here from family members. Becky says, I agree with Richard. I get criticized from even an uncle. We shouldn't or this and that, but I disagree. I continue to say on this station, and you have the right to disagree, I think we should get a little bit more unemployment. Some people, okay? And I think all Americans should get a stimulus check, one last stimulus, because President Biden said the words, Bill Clinton, remember that? He said multiple stimulus checks will come as we're in a bad pandemic. John says, thank you for answering me. It helps. Yes, John. Thanks to the other, I think it was other John who said you can track your mail down too. I agree with Richard. Yeah, so definitely one more stimulus as we get into this. The virus is still alive, people. It's still out there. I continue to say, I haven't said it recently in my video, it's still out there with the vaccines. Until they get it knocked down, not knocked out, but knocked down, we should get at least one more stimulus. And I agree to some unemployment, even if it's state unemployment, even if you drop the income down. Not all of us, I don't know, it's just terrible. I wish, and I've talked to senators and representatives here in Nevada, and guess what? And they agree with me. And most of them, some are Republicans and some are Democrats. I'm smoking a Cohiba. What was that cigar? Hold on. So, John, I'm saying it loud because my neighbor's outside smoking a cigar. John is smoking a Cohiba number 6, Rick. In Vegas, the houses are real close to each other, and Rick smokes cigars anyhow. Rick says, thumbs up. That's a good cigar. I had that once. Richard says, but like always, they proposed the ABC Act for the unemployment, and then it would be paid for by printing the coin. Again, fist bump, high five. Well said. But yeah, going back to I'm picking on my uncle. I love my uncle. He's real conservative. But he says, even when the pandemic, go back to work. It's easier for people to say when they're retired. Everybody has that answer, but everybody's situation is different. I like looking at the big picture. And I don't think it's a lazy nation, because I think most of us, 100% of us on here, we're doing just fine. Okay? And then this earthquake hit. Right? So, one more stimulus and a little bit of unemployment would be great. Or if anything, definitely an unemployment system, so these systems don't have to be overhauled, the computers. In an event there is another pandemic, hopefully we don't see one in a lifetime, but if there is, then you have, or some disaster, say hurricane, tornado, whatever it might be, you can pull from that for 3 months, 2 months. What do you think about that? I voiced my opinion on that, and they didn't laugh. I trained some of these senators, and they agreed with me. Maybe they agree on me to just take it easy on it. But no, I believe them. They were like, Sal, good point. They wrote it down. So we need some unemployment going forward in a tragedy. And also, they agree with me on the stimulus checks. These are senators. Cortez, she's a senator, state senator here in Nevada. So Richard agrees. Yeah, I mean, it's easy for somebody to voice their opinion and come on here. I get some spam, this and that. I love everybody. We should have disagreements, but it's easy for somebody who says, nope, it's finished, I'm doing this. But not everybody's here right now, right? There's people who lost their business. Dry cleaning business went down the hill. So there's personal trainers I know. I complained that I lost 30% of my business. There's some who lost their whole entire business because they're not ready to go back into the gym because they don't want, or they have the money, but they don't want to wear the face mask, and we're still implementing face masks. So everybody's situation is different. Correct? So, with that said, as we approach, wow, it's almost an hour already. With that said, there certainly should be some more relief. And also, people, if you look into food assistance, if you have, or even if you don't have kids, if you're not back yet or not ready to go back yet, look in for SNAP benefits. Don't be shy. You worked your whole life. You paid in that. There's electric. There's help for electric and heating. Just go online and call them up. You might be online for a little bit and ask them for assistance, and mention the word pandemic, and you might get some assistance for 2 months, 6 months. Don't be shy, because you pay for that stuff and you never think you needed it, and sometimes you do. And Becky says, I try to support the MA and the PA restaurants as much as I can. That's great. Yes, I'm the same way. I try to, I believe in money should be exchanged, so we all should help. That's why when let me answer John's question and I'll tell you something about what I do in my business and how I try to stay successful. But I got to answer John. John says, I lost my job. I'm so sorry, John. Lost my job after 20 years, John says. Family and friends died of COVID. It's real. My hearts and prayers are with you, John, and I have too. A trainer of mine passed, family member. my wife's best friend as we were renewing our vows. And going on. I don't want. It is the real deal. It's not politics. I think if don't matter which side, on the right or the left, it was a very bad virus. John, my prayers are with you each and every day. You're in my prayers. It's a terrible thing, and we're not out of the woods yet. Here's what I want to say. Here's what I do in my training. I do a lot of groups. I don't want to get too much off this. Just real quick for a minute. I train. I have the plumber meet the real estate agent, meet the discount tire, meet the cocktail waitress. In Vegas, you can do that. I network my business. So I get paid a few fazools in Italian. I get paid a little bit of money. And then if you need a plumber, hey, we have a plumber. And he gives a discounted price. And if you need a lawyer for a traffic ticket, that's what I do. I keep my rates down. I do 3-4 clients at 1 hour. More money in my pocket to open up another hour for those people who don't want to train. But I also network. Now, it's hard to do that if you live in New York or maybe Jacksonville, but in Las Vegas, you can do that. So this way, money's being exchanged. John Heyman says, COVID was rough. Hold on. Sorry, John, it went right by there. John Heyman says, yeah, COVID was rough. I had it. It's nothing like ever experienced before. That's what my son says. But you recovered, buddy. Thank goodness. John, real quick before I move on to the next message, did your taste buds come back? Because my stepson, I raised him, he's my son. He said, it's the only thing, Dad, I can't taste that seed. He's getting it back, his smell. He got his taste buds back. I stand correct. He didn't get his smell back. So let me know, John. Everybody's different on that. My daughter had it, and she didn't get her taste back. Lil's in the house. Hello, Lil, everybody. Do we need to bring the riots back to speed up the Congress? I know, really. Pump, high five to you. Well said. John says they came back. He's referring to what I asked him about the taste buds. But a lot of things smell like rotten eggs. That's what my daughter says. Rotten egg smell. My goodness. And then John Francis says, you're right, Sal. We need to help out. Biden is not helping out enough. Yeah, so here, I'm going forward, guys. I'm going to continue to talk about stimulus and unemployment. April says, my best friend, taste buds could not come back. She has been over COVID for 5 months now. Unbelievable. Wow. Yeah, going forward, we're going to continue talking about the stimulus and unemployment, but also going to just give you some tips if you are self-employed on how you can be creative. Real quick, I don't want to go into that right now in this video. Richard says, Sal, I could take up to 6 months. My nurse friend said, my wife's best friend in the Philippines, she didn't take the vaccine. All right. I know people who died and took the vaccine, and she was in good health. She was 70 years young. It hit her. She was FaceTiming her face message. Her son says she's in a coma and she died. Good shape for 70 years old. I mean, and boom, it hit her. So it is the real deal, the virus. It is the real deal. So we got here. John says, John Heyman says, I have a diffuser. I am trying essential oils. Yeah, I heard about the essential oils. I have a client, Aaron, who's on there. Is he on here? I don't think he is. He's huge on those oils, and he also helped him recover from the COVID. So he was actually telling me to get these oils, and so we got about 2-3 minutes to go. And I'm going to end this video, but before I do, I just want to say thank you. We had 25 likes. I wanted to get to 100, but hey, we got to 25. If you haven't hit the like button, now's the time. Sal says, boy, I had one beer. Sorry, guys. John says, Sal, you are the best. My wife loves you. I said, what? Ha ha. I'm glad she loves me. Hey, I'm what you get, people. I might twist some words around, but it's what you get. And I'm not 100% accurate, but just being here in Vegas and training a lot of these politicians, wow, man, one beer. And I get some information, and I just enjoy reporting the news and what's going on. And if I can help you out in any way, whether it's getting you away from the stress that we have and coming on my station, it's my pleasure. Richard says you're at 26 likes now. Wow, that's 26. Beautiful, beautiful. I'll take it. Becky says, great live tonight. Yes, it was great. It was great. Everybody, listen, I'm going to say thank you so much. I want to keep this an hour. I'm a man of my word. If you want to go over an hour a little bit, let me know. We can go over a little bit. But I want everybody to stay positive and focused. We all have our our problems, you know. But if I can get everybody away and come on my station, I greatly appreciate it. Becky says, peace out. April says, yes, again. Pop. What's up, Pop? I'm just ending this video, but I'll stay on for Pop, loyal subscriber, for a couple more minutes. Richard says 27 and climbing. All right, we'll stay on for a few more minutes. Becky, don't go anywhere. I'm just kidding. We'll stay on for a few more minutes. I came on a little earlier tonight, and I'll go off a little later. So I'll stay on for a few more minutes as I'm finishing my beer. Took my son's last beer, Pop. That's all I had in there. I needed a beer. I was in the mood for a beer. So normally I'm a wine drinker. So yes, so we were just talking, Pop, real quick about the stimulus, unemployment, among other things, the virus, and how people lost loved ones and this and that. If you and by the way, if you missed anything, you came on in the middle, this video will be uploaded in a few minutes. You can rewind it and forward through the other stuff that you want to hear at any time. So you can go back to this video. Let's see, I missed John's message. At any time, if you came on late, like Pop did. Could we be getting this job next week? Amen. Yeah, let's just stay focused. I'm you know me, guys. I have this gut feeling, and you're going to hear me talk about it tomorrow on the seniors, that they might go across the board with it. Richard says, no, you got to buy him a 2-pack. Yeah. Oh, man. I love it. Yes. 26 likes. We have about 5 years on. It was great to go live again. I will make a video, no live tomorrow, it's football, but I will make a video because there is some stuff that I didn't talk about too much on here. Just a sneak preview. It's going to be on the senior stimulus check. They're really thinking about it, Pop. I don't know what their clarifying seniors are, and I think they might at the last minute throw some of these proposals back in. Everybody, I'm going to get off. If you came on late and say, oh my goodness, I missed Sal, you can go back. This will take a few minutes to upload. It takes me an hour to upload, but I think you guys can see it. You can rewind it and fast forward to some of the boring stuff. I don't know if there's much boring stuff. Anytime. I greatly appreciate everybody. John says, I am opening a bottle of wine. Good night, Big Sal. Enjoy that wine, that vino, John. Enjoy every minute of life, every hour of life. Stay focused, everybody. Remember, let's say it together. Say hello to somebody when you're walking by. Tomorrow is another day, and there's always a solution on my channel. Everybody have a blessed weekend, and you'll tune into my video tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Ciao. Now I got to turn it off.